You can make this beautiful sun catcher with the artistic wire really big jig. Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today we're making this gorgeous sun catcher with the artistic wire really big jig and 16 gauge Beadalon German style wire. So without further ado, let's get wired. The artistic wire really big jig comes with some instructions. Basically, they tell you to draw out a pattern on a piece of paper and then you poke the pegs into the jig at strategic spots. So this is what comes with the jig. You can do all kinds of jewelry and wire art. It comes with a grid template, but when I tested it out, the height was okay, but the spacing of the width was too wide. So I created my own grid and now I've drawn out my design and I will pre-poke the holes. It's just easier to put in the pegs when the holes are pre-made. So then we're going to go ahead and put our pegs, make sure it's lined up on the side, and we're going to put all our pegs in the holes. Once we have all the pegs in there, I'm going to use 16 gauge German style wire by Beadalon. This wire is half hard. The artistic wire is dead soft. So I wanted a slightly stiffer wire. We are going to cut the end flush and I'm going to work right off the roll. We're going to straighten out the wire with the nylon jaw pliers and make a loop with our bail making pliers. Make a closed loop and put that loop on one of the pegs. And we are going to work our way around, holding the wire against the peg and bringing the wire around to make a loop. Tugging at the wire so there's no slack and straightening out the wire with your finger, pushing the wire against the peg as you go around to make sure the wire is nice and straight. Continue around, straightening the wire as you go. Continue winding the wire all the way around the square, and when you get back to the beginning, surround that first peg again with the wire. Holding it snugly, pulling it against the peg, and clip it flush. Clip the wire on the roll flush and do another loop to start the next square. Make a closed loop, press it with the nylon jaw pliers, and place it on the middle peg of that first square. Straighten the wire, hold it against the peg, and bring the wire around, making sure there's no slack in the wire, pinching the wire against the peg and straightening it with your finger. Bring it down to the next middle peg. You can stretch it beyond the peg and back to straighten it out. My wire was springing off the pegs, so I just weighted it down with my bail making pliers, and I'm going to continue around until I've completed my square. Bring the wire around the other peg there, holding it against the peg. You can remove the weight at that point. Bring it around, straighten the wire, and go around to where we began. And we want to make a final loop on top of the first loop. So bring it around, hold it down, bring the wire right around to complete that loop, and clip it flush. Now we can just remove these from the jig, and we're going to do the last one. Clip the end flush and bring it around into a closed loop using the bail making pliers or your round nose pliers. Place it on the top peg, and we will continue in the same fashion that we did the other squares. Bringing it around the peg, straightening it out, and we're going to continue until we've completed the last square. Bring the wire around that first peg, holding it down against the peg. Clip it flush with your flush cutters or nipper tool, and we can remove it from the jig. Straighten it up with your nylon jaw pliers. Make sure all the loops are nice and flat. And now we're going to get some 22 gauge artistic wire, and we are going to attach the loops together. You can use 24 gauge wire if you find it easier. The 22 is a little thick, but it makes for a nice solid Suncatcher. We'll go through the loop a couple of times, holding them stacked one on top of the other, and we're going to pull that wire so there's no slack and the two loops sit snugly one on top of the other. Use your nylon jaw pliers or your flat nose pliers to pull the wire. And you can line up those loops a little more, do any little adjustments that you need. We will add some glass crystal beads. I'm using a mix of 6mm and 4mm beads. We're going to put a bead, wind the wire around a couple of times, and continue adding beads. You can make a pattern or do them in a random fashion, holding the bead so it won't slide around and winding the wire around a couple of times. You can adjust them as they go so they sit towards the outside of the frame. Once you get to the corner, we're going to add our other square. So we're going to line up the holes and bring the wire through to attach it together. Make sure you hold them stacked one on top of the other and bring the wire around a couple of times to hold them together. Feed that wire through by hand. Take the end with your pliers and give it a good little tug. You can use your chain nose or round nose pliers to make sure the loops are lined up. Continue adding your beads. We're going to go around the middle square, wind it around, and then line up the little square within the middle square. Make sure that it all lines up, and then we're going to attach the loops together. So bring the loop from the smaller square up and bring the wire through. Give it a good little tug and a wiggle to make sure they're lined up and stacked together, one on top of the other. Bring the wire through twice. Pull it with your chain nose pliers. Don't worry if you run out of wire. It's better to use smaller lengths of wire so it won't get all tangled up, and you add wire as you go. Clip that end flush and add another piece of wire. Just put it about an inch from the end of the wire and bring it around. Clip the end. Pinch in the little pokey end. Add your bead and continue winding around to add more beads and attach the loops together. This takes a little bit of time, but it's pretty straightforward. And you can find the template in my Really Big Jig Templates ebook. Pull that wire so they're nicely stacked. Go through twice. Wiggle the wire to tighten it up. Keep winding around the outer frame, adding beads as you go. You can use larger beads on the outer part of the Suncatcher. I'm using 8mm glass crystal beads. I have some that are different shapes as well. Once we get to the end, we're going to make sure everything's lined up, and we want to wind the end of the wire around. I'm going to put my last bead on there and bring the wire around a couple of times to finish it off. Give it a little clip. And now you can adjust the Suncatcher so it's flat, and we just have to bead the center. So I went around and put some beads in the center square, and we're going to finish off that end. Give it a little clip. And now you can do any other last minute adjustments that you need. I experimented with different things to dangle in the middle. There's an old chandelier piece, and I did an idea for a beaded dangle. You can make a spiral with the same German style wire. I wind it around a ring cone to make a nice spiral shape. So you start at the bottom and bring it around towards the top, and we'll close that loop at the top and clip it flush with the flush cutters. Now we're going to pinch in that little pokey end, and we need to collapse the spiral. This is my preferred way to make spirals. We want to bring the wires down and adjust it so the spiral's even, bend the wire up, and that's how it would look in the Suncatcher. I decided I wanted something more geometric, so I took the same 16 gauge German style wire, clipped the end flush, and used my chain nose pliers to make a geometric square. You don't really need to measure this. You can if you want. I just free formed it, making the sides bigger as I went along. The key to getting those nice sharp bends is to hold the wire with the pliers, and then you push the wire against the pliers so that bend is nice and crisp. The German style wire works really well for this because it's half hard. It bends really nicely and holds its shape. Continue going around until your square is the size that you want. Making sure your corners are crisp, pushing the wire against the pliers, adjust it so the sides are even, bring it around. One more time, and then we're going to bend the wire straight up. See how it looks in the Suncatcher? You can add some beads. And then we want to make a centered loop, so bend the wire back with the flat pliers and around with the bail making pliers. Add it to your Suncatcher and do any little last minute adjustments that you need. If you need to straighten the wire a little bit, you can do that by hand. And there's your finished Suncatcher. You could get the template for this design and many more in my Artistic Wire Really Big Jig Suncatchers ebook. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Check out my Etsy DIY shop where I have all kinds of ebooks and templates for wire art and jewelry. You can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% on any 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry. You can also join me live on Wire Lady TV every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I troubleshoot new ideas and designs for wire art and wire jewelry. Happy wiring, everyone, and we'll see you the next time.